Hey guys, it's Coach Greg here at the X Project School of Fitness. I'm back with another bodyweight movement progression series. This is level 3 of our pistol progressions. In level 3, I'm going to introduce 2 different single leg squatting exercises. The first one is called the shrimp squat. The second one, I'm making up the name right now on the spot. It's going to be called the Captain Morgan squat. You'll see why. In the first one, the shrimp squat, it's going to be a single leg squat, but that free leg, instead of it being straight with that foot out in front of you just like in a pistol, that leg is going to be bent. We're going to do a single leg squat, and we're just going to try to tap that knee to the floor and then drive back up on that single leg. So from a side view, a shrimp squat is going to look something like this. You can hold your arms out in front of you for balance, keeping this knee bent, slowly dropping those hips down, tapping that knee on the floor, trying to drive back up on that single leg. Still trying to make sure that foot stays flat on the floor throughout the whole range of motion. Now, the reason that I prefer teaching the Captain Morgan squat as opposed to the shrimp squat that I just demonstrated you is because that shrimp squat requires much more ankle flexibility than you actually need for a pistol, and much more than you'll see in that Captain Morgan squat that I'm going to show next. So when we're doing a pistol, you're going to have that leg out in front of you. So you have some weight out in front of you, and that lets you stay a little bit more upright, and you won't need as much ankle flexion with that knee driving forward. So the Captain Morgan squat is going to give you a single leg squatting exercise that requires similar amounts of balance and strength as the shrimp squat with less demand for that ankle flexibility. So the Captain Morgan squat, you're going to assume the Captain Morgan stance right here, bring that knee up, holding that knee about 90 degrees, and then you're going to try to squat down that single leg and just tap that foot on the floor, drive back up on a single leg. So from the other side, it'll look like this, holding that knee up, slowly squatting down on that single leg. And you'll notice that the range of motion can vary pretty widely based on how high you're holding your knee or how bent or flexed that ankle is. So we're going to look for, as a standard for that exercise, is that we can get to parallel. So that means your hip is right in line with your knee. So a parallel Captain Morgan squat will look something like this, holding that knee up, sitting all the way down to parallel, tapping that foot on the floor if you have to, and then driving back up. So if you need to, use that shrimp squat exercise or use both of them. Again, if you don't have that ankle flexibility for the shrimp squat, try out that Captain Morgan squat. It's going to be a little bit easier for you. And the standard for you to pass to graduate to level 4 is that you can do 5 reps of either the shrimp squat or that Captain Morgan squat. Again, getting all the way down to parallel where that hip is right in line with your knee. Doing 5 reps in a row on one leg and then 5 reps in a row on that opposite leg as well. Then you can move on to level 4. We're going to start working that single leg squat, but actually getting full range of motion, getting those hips below those knees.